Hey everyone, it's Jack and Sam from Cultaholic.com on the Saturday of WrestleMania weekend. Tonight we've got the G1 Supercard, we've got the Hall of Fame, and we've got some lovely news for everyone as well.
We do.
Oh, we bloody do. Let's take a look at the headlines. First of all, we have an injury update on a superstar heading into a match at WrestleMania 35. Secondly, WWE have announced the return of a special feature during this Sunday's pay-per-view. And finally, Alexa Bliss has given an update regarding her in-ring status and future plans in an interview with TMZ. So, first of all, let's talk about WrestleMania 35 because there was one match heading into it where everyone was like, is this going to go ahead? Is it not?
Yeah.
Not Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin, although some people are still like, is that going to happen?
Yeah, that's speculation.
But the US Championship match, Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio, it all looked to be going ahead, and then on Raw, or after Raw, it was discovered that Rey Mysterio had sustained an injury.
Yes, he popped his ankly-wankly.
Yes, we didn't know the severity of it, but it was in that main event match with Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
And now, according to Figure 4 Weekly Online, the match is scheduled to go ahead despite being the one match that was in doubt heading into WrestleMania. So that's good news, good for Rey. Basically, Figure 4 have said that sources in WWE confirmed this morning that the match is scheduled to happen. As noted previously, Mysterio was walking around and not limping on Thursday night after suffering his injury on Monday. So it seems like he's made quite a quick recovery. Are we going to see... I don't think it'll be a particularly long match.
Yeah, I think, there's still a possibility that he's even marginally slightly injured. I think the match will be a little bit shorter, a little bit more brutal, a couple of big spots, and yeah.
Well, we both think that Samoa Joe is going to win pretty handily.
Yeah, I just don't know if it makes sense to put the belt on Rey, given, the propensity for injuries.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But on the other hand, big crowd popping moment. Rey Mysterio is always popular.
Yeah.
A big win for him at WrestleMania would make
Kids
sense
love him,
too.
shift a lot of merch with Rey as a champion.
The thing as well is that now that Rey is cleared to compete on the card as far as this source goes, could Dominic get involved as well?
I think he'll be on the front row. I think there'll be something that happens on the front row.
Joe's going to do something dastardly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't be getting in Dom's face because he's a pretty big lad, actually. He's bigger than Rey Mysterio.
Is he bigger than Samoa Joe, though?
He's about the same height as Samoa Joe, I think.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he's a pretty big lad. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. But great news for Rey Mysterio. Good to see him not missing out on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And he's always going to be like a great addition to the card. So
of course.
Happy news. Next up, WWE have officially announced that Watch Along will return and will stream live on... We're out of business. And we'll stream live on YouTube, Facebook and
Not
Twitter.
As long as Nigel keeps swearing.
During WrestleMania 35 tomorrow. Well, I was just about to say that, yes, Ride Along happened during... was it Fastlane, the first?
Not Ride
Along.
Yeah.
Watch Along happened during Fastlane, I think was its first outing.
Yeah.
It all looked to be going well, and then, yes, Nigel McGuinness accidentally dropped an F-bomb, and then it was pulled, and everyone thought, well, that's it for Watch Along, then that's never going to happen again.
It was great because he knew the second he did it, he was like, you keep me from effing up my lines.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, F, I'm not supposed to say F.
I think it was Pat McAfee who woke up and went like, it's the one rule, it's the one that's written there under the screen. I felt bad for Nigel because I think he's a really good commentator as well.
Yeah.
But it's making its return. And it's got several special guests announced actually for the show. Let me read these to you right now. Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Who was described this WrestleMania weekend by Road Warrior Animal as a good competitor.
He is a good competitor, Ric Flair.
I'd like to introduce
He's won a few belts, I think, hasn't he?
I'd like to introduce my friend of the ring. He's a good competitor. Big Show, Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, fresh off Gargano's triumph, of course, last night. Maria Menounos, and the cast members of True TV's Impractical Jokers.
I mean, Sal and Q are very big.
Is it those two? Sal and Q, right. Ross is a big fan of them.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Q. I think Q's the boy.
Right, you're the Q of this. If we were all Impractical Jokers, you'd be Q. I think Pachi would be Joe because he just loves a wind-up.
Yeah, and he doesn't mind being horribly embarrassed.
I'll have to be Mer by default because Ross is more like Sal.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really work as well. You're definitely the most like Q, and that's the one that works quite well. The rest of them, don't know. Next up, Alexa Bliss did have an interview with TMZ in which she talked about her in-ring status. Basically, they said, why haven't you been, wrestling much on TV recently?
Yeah.
And she said, well, at the moment, she gave kind of a in-character answer as well. It was quite a smart answer. She said, well, I'm just focusing on preparing my hosting abilities for WrestleMania because I'm the host. I don't want to look I think she said I don't want to make a fool out of myself.
Yeah.
Despite being one of the best on the mic in the company, but I get what she was saying that for because she can't be like they're not booking me any matches. It's rubbish. But she said that she's been wrestling regularly on the live show circuit. She's still totally healthy, ready to go, and all that sort of stuff. And then they said, well, what are your future plans then for after WrestleMania? And she gave a very interesting answer, actually. She said that her future plans are to go after the winner of the main event between Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Ronda Rousey, regardless of who that'll be. Again, I don't know if that's like an in-character answer or whether that's a little window into the plans going forwards. I don't know.
Well, this is the thing is, like, if she's going to go after the winner, she's going to be going after 2 belts.
Yes.
Which means I'm still up in the air. I don't know whether this means that we could be seeing the end of the brand split, and if we are, how the hell are we going to have like these 9,000 people appearing on TV every week because there's so many wrestlers? But I'd rather not have women like jumping between brands as well. I'd like the fact there are 2 different women's divisions in WWE, and I like the fact there's a belt for each show. So, I don't know. And the thing is with Becky, like, how do you, if you're going to keep the brand split, how do you make her drop one of the belts? Is it like a weird pinfall stipulation?
I don't know. Like, I can't quite work it out.
But either way, like, I think, say Becky does win. Alexa Bliss is a great competitor.
Yeah, I'd like to see Becky versus Alexa. I think it's quite a fresh feat. I can't remember seeing that.
The promo work's going to be insane as well. Like Becky Lynch, the man Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss.
This is assuming that Becky Lynch wins.
Yeah, she's going to win.
She's going to win. Just don't jinx that there, friend. So yes, Alexa Bliss, I reckon, was a good shout for the host of WrestleMania as well. I think that was a good idea. Yeah,
I think, she's been doing a whole little show thing recently. I'm wondering where Otis is going to pop up throughout WrestleMania, because that's going to be really fun. Shouting, "Ooh, pretty lady."
Tuck it, sticks and weights.
But I just, it was a bit weird when they announced her as the host of WrestleMania, though, wasn't it?
Well,
because you think host of WrestleMania, you think The Rock.
But New Day hosted it.
Yeah, New Day hosted it.
But you think of like, I guess so.
But like Alexa Bliss is so super serious that it's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think she'll do a good job, though.
She'll do a good job, yeah. It just took me by surprise when it was first announced.
Yeah, fair enough. Next up, some sad news, actually, as it was recently reported, I think by Pro Wrestling Sheet, it's been doing the rounds on all of the news sites, that Al Wilson, the father of Tori Wilson, has sadly passed away. I think earlier this week, actually, but it was only reported today. Tori Wilson took to her Instagram where she said, she didn't say that exactly, she said, I've had some really bad news and stuff. And it is really sad, especially given the timing as well, because it is so soon. I mean, she's getting inducted in the Hall of Fame tonight.
Yeah.
It is really sad. But Al Wilson will always have a place in wrestling history for that slightly sort of humorous storyline, I guess it was supposed to be, where he was seduced by Dawn Marie and all that sort of thing. But at the same time, I think it's kind of looked back upon sort of fondly in a bit of a like, what was going on there kind of way.
Yeah, in a bit of a what the hell was wrestling at this time.
Yeah. But I just feel like it was horrendous timing again because she's been inducted.
It's going to be a very emotional speech for sure, I think,
absolutely.
tonight.
So obviously, as always, we'd like to extend our well wishes to the Wilson family and all of their friends and everything like that, because it is pretty sad news to report upon. And finally, we couldn't end this news video without mentioning the G1 Supercard, which is going on tonight, and we'll just run down a few of the matches, I guess. There's the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Okada versus Jay White.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's going to be dirty.
That is going to be,
absolute filth.
The Ring of Honor World Championship's also on the line in a triple threat ladder match. Matt Taven versus Marty Scurll versus the champion, Jay Lethal. The IWGP IC title, Naito and Ibushi, who've got wonderful chemistry. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tanahashi for the Rev Pro British Championship. The big tag match featuring all kinds of guys.
That's the winner takes all tag matches.
Yeah, they win 2 sets of belts. The other winner takes all title match, Ospreay and Jeff Cobb. Dragon Lee versus Bandido versus the junior champion at the moment, Taiji Ishimori. Bully Ray versus Juice Robinson in a New York City street fight.
I can't wait. Bully Ray versus Juice Robinson.
Kelly Klein taking on the Women of Honor World Champion, Mayu Iwatani. Rush versus Dalton Castle. And a few pre-show goodies as well.
Including a Rumble.
A Rumble featuring Liger.
Featuring Liger.
It's going to be an important show in the landscape of wrestling, I think.
Well, it's blown the doors wide open, hasn't it? Because Madison Square Garden was the home of the WWF and then the WWF and then WWE. It's where
it's been the McMahon family's thing.
That's the McMahon family's house. And because they weren't using it, New Japan and Ring of Honor came in, and now AAA. AAA are doing the Garden. Well. They've done the Garden before in a much smaller room, but this is the proper full room they're doing now. So the landscape of wrestling is going to be mental, and I think that if AEW does take off, because like there was all these rumours about the TV deal and everything today. I think I could see them in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Or next time there's a big show in the area.
You can watch the show if you're unfamiliar with New Japan or Ring of Honor. You can watch it various different places. The Fight App, the New Japan World,
Yeah,
and I think
Club.
Honor Club as well.
Yep.
So yeah, there's various different options, and if you want a show that'll introduce you to various big names in both New Japan and Ring of Honor, this is the one.
It's a very good jumping on point.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because
as well.
you don't really need to know a lot of the intricate storylines, and anything you do know, it'll be recapped for you.
They're really good on commentary.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's Kevin Kelly and Don Callis.
And
Chris Charlton on translation, maybe.
Maybe Ian, what do you call
Ricky,
Ian?
Big Ian on commentary as well.
Yeah.
Get in, Ian. I hope it's Chris Charlton. I prefer Chris. No shade to Ian, just Chris Charlton's really, really good, and I want to read his book
nice
as well. He was a nice
really
guy.
Nice, yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're looking forward very much to the G1 Supercard, and we hope you are as well. And of course, tomorrow it's WrestleMania 35. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud.
Something, my house. There's a house at my house.
In the middle of us, right. Thanks very much for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments section down below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic and on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, then please do check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic, where you can pledge. And don't forget, of course, most importantly of all, to hit subscribe and to join us.